Ladies, today I want to remind you of something powerful. You are not ordinary, you are not forgotten, and you are certainly not without purpose. A woman blessed by God walks with favor, carries grace, and moves with divine purpose. She is not defined by the world's standards, but by the Word of God. Let's look at 8 signs that show you are a woman truly blessed by God. A woman who is truly blessed by God understands her worth. She does not seek validation from people, nor does she measure her value by worldly standards. She knows that her identity is rooted in something far greater than social status, beauty, or material possessions. Her confidence is built on the unshakable truth that she was created in the image of God, designed with purpose, and chosen for greatness. She does not allow the opinions of others to define her because she is already approved by the one who matters most. When a woman understands her worth in God, she does not settle for less than what He has promised. She does not lower her standards to fit into relationships, jobs, or situations that diminish her value. Instead, she walks with confidence, knowing that she is precious in the eyes of her Creator. She does not need to compete with others or prove herself because she recognizes that she is already complete in Christ. She embraces who she is, not with arrogance, but with a quiet assurance that she is loved, cherished, and important. A woman who knows her worth refuses to live in insecurity. She does not compare herself to others because she understands that God has given each person a unique assignment. She does not envy another woman's success, beauty, or blessings because she knows that God's plan for her life is equally great. Instead of looking at what she lacks, she focuses on what she has been given. She is grateful for her strengths, her gifts, and her calling. She does not allow fear or doubt to rob her of the confidence that comes from knowing she was created for a divine purpose. The world often tries to define a woman by her appearance, achievement, or relationships. Society may tell her that she is only valuable if she meets certain expectations, whether it is having a perfect body, a successful career, or a certain relationship status. But a woman who is truly blessed by God does not allow these external pressures to shape her self-worth. She knows that her value is not determined by how she looks, what she owns, or who approves of her. Her worth is established by the one who formed her before she was born and called her by name. Because she understands her worth, she carries herself with dignity and grace. She does not settle for disrespect or mistreatment. She does not allow toxic relationships, negative words, or past mistakes to define her. Instead, she guards her heart, knowing that she is a daughter of the King. She surrounds herself with people who uplift her and encourage her to grow. She speaks life over herself, rejecting lies that say she is not enough. She embraces the truth that she is wonderfully made, designed for greatness, and worthy of love and respect. A woman who knows her worth also recognizes her responsibility to uplift others. Because she is secure in who she is not threatened by the success of others. She celebrates the achievements of her sisters, encourages those who are struggling, and offers kindness without hesitation. She does not tear others down to make herself feel better because she is already secure in God's love. She lifts others up, knowing that her value is not diminished by the blessings of others. She also knows that her worth is not based on perfection. She does not have to have everything figured out or live a flawless life to be loved by God. Even in her weaknesses, she remains confident because she understands that God's grace is sufficient. She does not let past failures define her future. Instead, she learns from her experiences and continues to walk in faith, trusting that God is shaping her into the woman she is meant to be. A woman who knows her worth does not beg for love, attention, or approval. She is already chosen, already loved, and already accepted by God. She does not waste her energy trying to prove her value to those who fail to see it. She understands that true worth is not given by people, but by God Himself. Because of this, she walks boldly, speaks with confidence, and lives with purpose. She embraces her journey, knowing that she is valuable, significant, and deeply loved by her Creator. A woman who walks in wisdom carries herself with grace, understanding, and discernment. She does not make decisions based on fleeting emotions or external pressures, but seeks guidance from God in all she does. She understands that wisdom is not simply about knowledge, but about applying divine principles in every area of life. She takes time to seek the truth, knowing that God's wisdom brings clarity, direction, and peace. She does not rush into decisions without first consulting God, nor does she rely solely on her own understanding. Instead, she acknowledges him in all her ways, trusting that he will lead her on the right path. Her wisdom is evident in the way she speaks. She does not use her words carelessly, nor does she engage in gossip, negativity, or destructive conversations. She knows that her words have power, and she chooses to speak life instead of death, encouragement instead of criticism. She listens before she speaks, considering the impact of her words on those around her. She does not speak out of anger or frustration, but responds with patience and love. When she encounters conflict, she does not react impulsively, but seeks peaceful solutions. She values the power of silence when necessary, understanding that wisdom often requires restraint. She surrounds herself with people who encourage her growth and align with her values. She does not entertain relationships that lead her away from God's purpose, but seeks counsel from those who are spiritually mature and wise. She understands that the company she keeps influences her decisions, so she is intentional about building relationships that bring wisdom and understanding. She is not afraid to learn from others, recognizing that wisdom is gained through humility. She does not see correction as an attack, but as an opportunity to grow. She seeks counsel, listens to advice, and applies the lessons that will make her a better person. Her wisdom is reflected in her choices. She does not live recklessly or carelessly, but makes decisions that align with God's will. She does not waste time chasing things that do not bring lasting fulfillment, but invests in what truly matters. She understands that her time is valuable and does not spend it on things that distract her from her purpose. She seeks balance in life, prioritizing what is important and letting go of what is unnecessary. She knows when to say yes and when to say no, setting healthy boundaries that protect her peace and well-being. She is not easily deceived by the world's false promises. She knows that true wisdom comes from God, not from the temporary trends and philosophies of society. She does not allow herself to be misled by worldly standards of success, beauty, or happiness. Instead, she stands firm in her faith, holding on to the principles that lead to a life of purpose and fulfillment. She does not chase after material things at the cost of her soul, but seeks the kingdom of God first, trusting that everything else will be added to her. Her wisdom also shows in how she handles trials and challenges. She does not panic in the face of adversity, but seeks God's guidance for solutions. She understands that every trial carries a lesson, and that difficulties are opportunities for growth. She does not allow fear to control her, but relies on faith to carry her through. She does not blame others for her struggles, but takes responsibility for her actions and decisions. She learns from her mistakes, making adjustments where necessary and refusing to repeat past errors. She is a woman who knows the value of patience. She does not rush into things out of desperation, but waits on God's timing. She understands that some blessings take time and that wisdom is found in trusting the process. She does not settle for quick fixes or temporary solutions, but seeks long-term growth and stability. She does not make impulsive choices based on emotions, but weighs her options carefully, considering the consequences of every decision. A woman who walks in wisdom is not led by the opinions of others, but by the voice of God. She stands firm in her convictions, even when they go against popular opinion. She is confident in her faith, knowing that God's wisdom is greater than human understanding. She seeks His guidance in every step, knowing that walking in wisdom leads to a life of peace, purpose, and divine favor. A woman who carries a spirit of peace is not easily shaken by the storms of life. She understands that true peace does not come from external circumstances, but from a deep, unshakable trust in God. She is not ruled by fear, anxiety, or stress because she knows that her life is in God's hands. While others may panic in difficult situations, she remains calm, knowing that God is always in control. She does not allow worry to consume her, for she has learned to cast her cares upon the Lord, trusting that He will sustain her. Her peace is not dependent on everything going perfectly in her life. She understands that trials and challenges will come, but she chooses to respond with faith rather than fear. She knows that peace is not the absence of trouble, but the presence of God in the midst of it. Instead of complaining about her struggles, she turns to prayer, believing that God will make a way. She does not allow negative thoughts to dominate her mind, but fills her heart with God's promises. She meditates on His word, which gives her the strength to remain steady even when things around her are uncertain. She is not easily provoked or drawn into unnecessary conflicts. She does not engage in gossip, arguments, or bitterness, because she knows that these things steal her peace. When faced with opposition, she responds with wisdom and grace instead of reacting with anger. She does not waste time trying to prove herself to others because she understands that her identity is secure in God. She chooses to walk away from toxic situations that disturb her peace, knowing that not every battle is worth fighting. Instead of seeking revenge or holding grudges, she forgives and moves forward, refusing to let bitterness take root in her heart. A woman with a spirit of peace is intentional about creating a peaceful environment around her. She does not bring drama or chaos wherever she goes, but carries an atmosphere of calmness and stability. In her home, she cultivates an environment of love and unity, ensuring that her words and actions bring harmony rather than division. She does not entertain unnecessary stress or confusion, but sets boundaries that protect her peace. She understands that true peace starts from within, and she does not allow external pressures to dictate her emotions. She is also a source of peace for others. People feel at ease in her presence because she carries an inner calmness that is contagious. She is a voice of reason when others are overwhelmed, offering encouragement and wisdom rather than panic and negativity. She does not spread fear or discouragement, but speaks words that uplift and strengthen those around her. Her presence alone brings comfort to those who are troubled, and her words bring clarity to those who are confused. She does not seek to stir up unnecessary problems, but works to bring resolution and understanding in every situation. She trusts God in every season of her life. Whether she is experiencing joy or facing trials, she remains anchored in faith. She does not allow financial struggles, relationship challenges, or unexpected setbacks to rob her of the peace that God has given her. She knows that every challenge is temporary and that God is working all things for her good. She does not dwell on past mistakes or worry about the future, but lives in the present, trusting that God's plan is unfolding in the right way and at the right time. Because she carries a spirit of peace, she attracts favor and blessings into her life. She does not allow stress to make her decisions, but she listens to the guidance of the Holy Spirit. She knows that when she operates from a place of peace, she can hear God's voice more clearly. She does not rush into decisions out of fear, but waits patiently for God's direction. She trusts that God's peace will always lead her to the right path, and she follows that peace rather than the pressure of the world. A woman with a spirit of peace is a blessing to her family, her community, and everyone she encounters. She does not allow life's uncertainties to disturb her, nor does she let temporary challenges steal her joy. She carries herself with confidence, knowing that peace is not something that comes from the world, but something that comes from within, a gift from God that cannot be taken away. A woman of strength and dignity is not defined by her circumstances, but by her character. She understands that true strength is not about physical power or dominance, but about resilience, wisdom, and faith. She does not crumble under pressure, but rises above challenges with courage and grace. She faces difficulties with confidence, knowing that every trial is an opportunity for growth. She does not allow fear to dictate her actions, nor does she retreat in the face of adversity. Instead, she stands firm, anchored in the truth that she is capable, equipped, and empowered by God to overcome any obstacle. Her strength is not loud or boastful, but steady and unwavering. She does not need to prove herself to others because she knows her worth. She does not seek validation from the world, for she understands that her value is already established by the one who created her. She carries herself with quiet confidence, unshaken by the opinions of others. She is not easily influenced by negativity or distractions, but remains focused on her purpose. She does not waste time trying to fit into places that diminish her, nor does she compromise her values to be accepted. She is secure in who she is and refuses to settle for less than what she deserves. She embraces responsibility with grace. She does not shy away from hard work or challenges, but takes them on with determination. Whether she is managing her home, building a career, raising children, or leading a community, she does so with diligence and excellence. She is disciplined, organized, and committed to doing her best in every role she plays. She does not allow setbacks to define her, but learns from them, adjusting and growing stronger each time. She understands that strength is not about never falling, but about always getting back up. She walks with dignity, knowing that she is a reflection of something greater than herself. She does not allow herself to be treated with disrespect, nor does she engage in behavior that lowers her value. She respects herself, and in turn, she commands respect from others. She does not settle for relationships that diminish her worth, or tolerate environments that strip her of her dignity. She is selective about who she allows into her life, choosing to surround herself with people who uplift and encourage her. She does not compromise her standards for temporary satisfaction, but remains true to her principles, even when it is difficult. Her strength is evident in the way she handles her emotions. She does not let anger, jealousy, or bitterness control her actions. She is not quick to lash out or engage in unnecessary conflicts. Instead, she chooses wisdom over impulsiveness, patience over frustration, and peace over chaos. She understands that true strength is found in self-control and the ability to respond rather than react. She guards her heart and mind, ensuring that negativity does not take root in her spirit. She does not hold grudges but forgives, not because it is easy, but because she refuses to let bitterness steal her joy. She is a woman of integrity. Her words and actions align, and she is trustworthy in all she does. She does not deceive or manipulate, nor does she engage in dishonesty for personal gain. She is a woman of her word, known for her reliability and faithfulness. People trust her because they see consistency in her character. She does not pretend to be someone she is not, but lives authentically, embracing her strengths and weaknesses. She does not try to impress others, but focuses on living a life that is pleasing to God. Her strength and dignity shine through her kindness and compassion. She does not use her strength to belittle others, but to uplift and inspire. She is not selfish or self-centered, but looks for ways to serve those around her. She does not hesitate to help those in need, offering her time, wisdom, and resources to those who require support. She understands that true strength is not about overpowering others, but about lifting them up. She is generous, giving freely without expecting anything in return. She walks with confidence, knowing that her strength and dignity come from a higher source. She does not rely on external validation to feel worthy, nor does she chase after approval from others. She is content in knowing that she is created with purpose, and she lives each day striving to fulfill that purpose. She does not let past mistakes define her, nor does she allow failures to break her spirit. Instead, she continues to grow, to learn, and to rise above every challenge with grace and resilience. A woman who is a blessing to others does not live only for herself. She understands that her life has meaning beyond personal success, and that she is called to make a difference in the lives of those around her. She does not wait for grand opportunities to be a blessing, but uses every moment, every interaction, and every opportunity to spread kindness, encouragement, and love. She recognizes that her words, actions, and even her presence can uplift those who are weary, strengthen those who are struggling, and inspire those who have lost hope. She does not see giving as a burden, but as a privilege, knowing that everything she has is a gift from God meant to be shared. She does not give only when it is convenient or when she expects something in return. She gives because it is part of who she is. Whether it is offering a listening ear to someone in pain, providing support to a friend in need, or simply sharing a word of encouragement, she understands that even the smallest gestures can have a lasting impact. She is not selfish with her time, her resources, or her wisdom, but willingly pours into the lives of others. She knows that true fulfillment comes not from what she receives, but from what she gives. Her generosity is not limited to material things. While she may bless others financially when she is able, she also understands that being a blessing goes far beyond money. She offers her time to those who need it, her wisdom to those who seek guidance, and her prayers to those who are struggling. She speaks life into others, affirming their worth, reminding them of their potential, and encouraging them to keep going even when they feel like giving up. She is not quick to judge or condemn, but instead she lifts people up, showing them grace and compassion. She does not turn away from those in need, nor does she overlook the struggles of others. She is sensitive to the burdens people carry and looks for ways to lighten their load. She does not wait to be asked before she helps, but she takes initiative when she sees a need. She does not withhold good when she has the power to give it. If she has wisdom, she shares it. If she has strength, she offers it. If she has love, she expresses it freely. She understands that true greatness is not found in how much one accumulates, but in how much one gives. A woman who is a blessing to others is intentional about the energy she brings into the lives of those around her. She does not drain people with negativity, gossip, or complaints, but instead brings joy, encouragement, and peace. She is someone people can trust, someone they can confide in, and someone they can count on. She does not seek to bring others down or compete with them, but instead celebrates their successes, supports their dreams, and helps them see the best in themselves. She does not envy others, but is genuinely happy to see them flourish. She understands that the more she blesses others, the more she is blessed in return. But she does not give for selfish reasons. She gives because it is who she is. She knows that when she pours into others, she will never be empty, for God continues to replenish her strength, her joy, and her resources. She does not worry about running out because she knows that her source is unlimited. She trusts that as she continues to be a blessing, she will always be taken care of. She does not wait until she has enough to start blessing others. She knows that no matter her season, she has something to give, whether it is encouragement, wisdom, a helping hand, or a simple smile. She does not make excuses or hold back out of fear. She understands that someone is waiting for the kindness she has to offer, and she does not hesitate to extend it. She does not see giving as something she does occasionally, but as a way of life. Wherever she goes, she leaves an impact. People remember her not just for what she says, but for how she makes them feel. She is a light in dark places, a source of hope in times of despair, and a reminder that goodness still exists in the world. She does not need recognition, applause, or rewards to continue being a blessing. She gives from a place of love, knowing that in lifting others, she too is lifted. She understands that she was not placed on this earth to live only for herself, but to be a vessel of God's love, grace, and generosity in the lives of others. A woman who trusts God in every season does not allow circumstances to shake her faith. She understands that life is filled with highs and lows, joys and sorrows, victories and challenges, but through it all she remains steadfast in her belief that God is in control. She does not waver when things do not go as planned, nor does she lose hope when faced with uncertainty. She knows that God's plan is greater than anything she can see or understand, and she surrenders her life completely to His guidance. She does not rely on her own strength or wisdom, but leans on God, trusting that He will lead her through every season of life. In seasons of abundance, she remains humble and grateful. She does not take her blessings for granted, but acknowledges that every good thing in her life is a gift from God. She does not become prideful or forget the one who has provided for her. Instead, she continues to seek Him, knowing that her security is not in material things, but in His faithfulness. She uses her blessings to be a blessing to others, understanding that what she has is not just for her, but for the fulfillment of God's greater purpose. In seasons of waiting, she does not become impatient or discouraged. She understands that God's timing is perfect and that delays are not denials. She does not rush ahead of God's plan, trying to force things to happen in her own strength. Instead, she remains patient, trusting that God is working behind the scenes, even when she cannot see it. She uses the waiting season as a time of growth, strengthening her faith, deepening her relationship with God, and preparing for what is to come. She does not allow doubt to creep in, but holds on to His promises, believing that what He has spoken over her life will surely come to pass. In seasons of struggle, she does not lose heart. Even when she faces trials, she does not allow fear or worry to consume her. She understands that hardships are a part of life, but that God is with her in every battle. She does not let difficulties shake her faith, but sees them as opportunities to grow stronger. She knows that God can use even the most painful experiences for her good, shaping her into the woman He has called her to be. She continues to pray, worship, and stand firm in her faith, believing that no storm is greater than her God. When she does not understand what is happening, she does not question God's goodness. She knows that His ways are higher than her ways, and that His thoughts are beyond her own understanding. Instead of allowing confusion to lead to frustration, she chooses to trust. She reminds herself of the times God has come through for her in the past and believes that He will do it again. She does not allow temporary hardships to make her forget the eternal promises of God. She also trusts God with the unknown. She does not allow the fear of the future to consume her thoughts or dictate her decisions. She knows that she may not have all the answers, but she trusts the one who does. She does not waste time worrying about what tomorrow will bring, but lives each day with faith, knowing that God has already gone before her. She surrenders her plans, dreams, and desires to Him, confident that He will guide her steps and lead her exactly where she needs to be. Her trust in God brings her peace. She does not carry unnecessary burdens because she knows that she is not meant to handle life's challenges alone. She lays her worries at His feet, choosing faith over fear, peace over anxiety, and surrender over control. She does not allow stress to overwhelm her, for she knows that God is fighting her battles. She may not always see the way, but she trusts that He is making a way, no matter the season. Whether joy or sorrow, abundance or lack, clarity or uncertainty, she remains anchored in her faith. She does not let temporary situations shake her eternal trust in God. She knows that He is with her in every step, guiding, protecting, and providing. She holds on to His promises, knowing that He is faithful to fulfill them. She does not walk in fear, but in confidence, knowing that her trust in God will never be in vain. A woman who walks in purpose understands that she was created for a reason. She does not drift through life without direction, nor does she live according to the expectations of others. Instead, she seeks to fulfill the assignment that God has placed on her life. She knows that her existence is not an accident, but a part of a divine plan, and she is committed to discovering and living out that purpose with passion and dedication. She does not compare her journey to others, but stays focused on the unique calling that has been given to her. She walks with confidence, knowing that purpose is not just about what she does, but about who she is. She understands that her purpose is not limited to a job, a title, or a role, but is woven into every aspect of her life. Whether she is leading in the workplace, nurturing a family, serving in ministry, or encouraging those around her, she recognizes that her actions and decisions should reflect the purpose God has given her. She does not allow doubt to hold her back, but moves forward with faith, knowing that God has already equipped her with everything she needs. She embraces growth and development because she knows that purpose requires preparation. She does not wait for opportunities to come to her, but actively seeks wisdom, knowledge, and experience that will help her fulfill her calling. She invests in herself, learning, improving, and refining her gifts so that she can serve at her highest capacity. She does not fear challenges or setbacks because she understands that every obstacle is an opportunity for growth. She allows difficulties to shape her, knowing that trials are a necessary part of the journey to greatness. She is intentional about how she spends her time and energy. She does not waste her days on meaningless distractions, but prioritizes what truly matters. She does not allow herself to be consumed by temporary pleasures that pull her away from her calling. Instead, she aligns her actions with her vision, ensuring that every decision she makes brings her closer to the fulfillment of her purpose. She sets goals and works diligently, trusting that every step she takes is leading her in the right direction. She refuses to be discouraged by fear or uncertainty. She knows that walking in purpose requires faith, and that she may not always see the full picture, but instead of hesitating, she moves forward, trusting that God will guide her path. She does not allow the fear of failure to paralyze her, but sees failure as a lesson that refines her for the next step. She knows that mistakes do not define her, they equip her for greater success. She does not allow negative voices, whether internal or external, to deter her from what she knows she is called to do. She understands that purpose is not just about personal success, but about making an impact. She does not seek to be great for her own glory, but desires to be a blessing to others. She uses her gifts to uplift, encourage, and inspire. She sees every opportunity as a chance to serve, knowing that true purpose is found in how she contributes to the world. She does not hoard knowledge, wisdom, or resources for herself, but shares them freely, helping others discover their own purpose as well. She remains faithful in every season. She does not give up when things become difficult, nor does she abandon her calling when progress seems slow. She remains committed, trusting that God's timing is perfect. She stays in alignment with Him, seeking His guidance at every step. She knows that her purpose is not just about reaching a destination, but about the journey itself, the process of becoming the woman she was created to be. She walks with boldness, knowing that nothing can stop a woman who is aligned with God's will. She does not wait for permission to pursue her calling, but steps out in faith, knowing that her purpose was placed within her for a reason. She is not defined by her past or limited by her circumstances, but she moves forward with unwavering confidence, trusting that she was created for such a time as this. A woman who reflects God's love understands that love is more than just words. It is a way of life. She does not simply speak about love. She embodies it in everything she does. Her love is not conditional or selective, but flows freely to everyone she encounters. She does not wait for people to be perfect before she loves them, because she knows that God's love reaches beyond flaws and imperfections. She extends grace just as grace has been extended to her. She does not hold grudges or keep a record of wrongs, but forgives, knowing that love is greater than any offense. She is patient and kind even when dealing with difficult people. She does not respond to negativity with more negativity, but chooses to be a light in dark situations. She understands that reflecting God's love does not mean ignoring problems, but approaching them with wisdom, humility, and a heart that seeks peace. She is slow to anger and quick to listen, always seeking to understand before she reacts. She does not allow pride to get in the way of love, but humbles herself even when it is difficult. Her love is not passive, it is active and intentional. She looks for ways to serve others, whether through acts of kindness, words of encouragement, or simply being present when someone needs support. She does not wait for recognition or appreciation, because her love is not based on human approval, but on a heart that desires to reflect God's character. She knows that every act of love, no matter how small, has the power to change a life. She does not love only when it is convenient, but makes love a daily practice, even in moments when it is challenging. She loves without expectation. She does not give in order to receive, but gives because she has already received the greatest love from God. She understands that love is not about control or manipulation, but about selflessness and sacrifice. She does not seek to gain from others, but finds joy in being a vessel of God's love. She does not measure love by how much she gets in return, but by how much she is willing to give. She finds fulfillment in knowing that she is making a difference in the lives of others, even if no one ever acknowledges it. Her love is a source of healing. When people are around her, they feel safe, valued, and accepted. She does not tear people down with her words, but builds them up. She does not judge harshly, but speaks truth with gentleness and wisdom. She understands that love is not about ignoring flaws, but about helping others grow. She challenges and encourages those around her, always pointing them back to God's love. She knows that true love is not about making people comfortable in their weaknesses, but about helping them rise into their God-given potential. She is a reflection of God's love in her home, workplace, and community. Her presence brings peace, and her words bring comfort. She is intentional about showing love in her relationships, ensuring that those closest to her never have to question whether they are valued. She leads with love, whether as a mother, sister, friend, mentor, or leader. She does not allow bitterness, resentment, or past hurts to block her from loving fully. Instead, she surrenders those things to God, allowing Him to heal her so that she can continue to love without limits. She does not love only those who are easy to love. She knows that reflecting God's love means extending kindness even to those who may not deserve it. She does not repay evil with evil, but chooses to walk in grace. She prays for those who have wronged her, not because it is easy, but because she understands that love is a choice, not just a feeling. She does not allow hurt to make her bitter, but allows God's love to make her better. Her love is unwavering because it is rooted in something greater than herself. She does not love based on emotions that change with circumstances, but she loves with a steady and enduring heart. She draws from God's love, knowing that she cannot pour out what she has not first received. She spends time in His presence, allowing His love to fill her so that she can reflect it to the world. She understands that her greatest calling is to love, for love is the true mark of a woman who walks with God.